single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2013 63 plate Land Rover Defender. It's a 130 and it's a 2.2 TDCi engine. It's done just 34,000 miles and it's got full service history with 6 services in total. It's also got, as you can see, a Secage 13.5 metre crane on the back. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today with me in person. As a walk around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dints. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres, looking at the tread depths under the arches. Obviously we'll look at the back eventually, but more importantly we'll concentrate on the cab first. So we're going to look inside the cab, looking at the seats and the functionality. Obviously there's not a great deal in there because it's a Defender, but we'll look at what there is. Then we'll pop the bonnet and have a look at the engine bay, and then we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine and the chassis. Obviously the spare wheels on the back as well, we'll look at that. Then when we've done that, we're going to look at the crane functionality. So we'll get the legs down, work it from the basket, we'll see the crane going up, and then I'll work it from the turret as well, so you've got a decent idea of how everything works. For your peace of mind, when we sell the vehicle, we will include a full new Lola with it, so obviously it'll be ready to go to work as soon as it leaves us and comes to you. It's worth mentioning that when you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, we can go through an application with you which takes about 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within around an hour. In most cases you will be asked for a deposit to cover the VAT. In some instances you can get around that, but that's going to depend on you really and your business and how it sits. It's also worth mentioning while you're watching the video, if you think I've missed something, make a note. I'm happy to show you absolutely anything in as much detail as that you need, so that you can feel comfortable in the fact that when you get here it's exactly what you need. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and we can work our way around from there. This actually arrived the other day and it's had a valet and it's been cleaned and whatever else, and it's just been sat for a couple of days waiting for me to do the video. So I've not washed it. I don't like the idea of washing a vehicle before doing a video, because at the end of the day it's going to look different to what it would usually. We work on complete transparency here at justcomparecars.com, so I'd rather show you it as it is rather than a shiny version of it. Right, so the bonnet is in nice clean condition. Obviously we see a lot of Defenders come and go through here. And you can probably appreciate the body panels are quite light, so you know they're quite susceptible to damage very easily. So the bonnet's actually in really very good condition actually. Put that there for a second. There are a couple of dents on it. There's going to be, it's a work truck, it's been used in a work environment. I'd be more surprised if there wasn't any. So there is a little tiny dent there. I noticed there's a dent here. Now again, it's a UK vehicle, it's been on UK roads. Goes without saying it's going to have stone chips. Again, if it didn't have stone chips I'd be looking closer. I don't know about you, but I always look really close and I think, well, something's too clean. So yeah, there's a few stone chips around the front as you'd expect, but nothing serious at all. These side panels here, again, quite susceptible to dints, and this one's really good. People stand on them and they get dinted very easily. I mean, there is a slight dint just there, and there's a little one there, but nothing really. I've seen them where they concave in. And again, there's a couple of ones here. And obviously on the top of the wings you can see there's a couple of dints on there. So, driver's side headlight in great condition. Again, there's a few stone chips down the bottom, but nothing serious. Grill's in great condition, as is the passenger side headlight. Obviously they've got the front bumper which protects the winch. I'll show you that working later on. That all works, no problems at all. Passenger side front wing is in nice condition. Again, you can see obviously there's those few little dents on top, but they're not bad at all. And there's a few little ones on the front here as well. It's a really lightweight panel at the end of the day, so it's actually really clean. So passenger side front wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. It's a steel wheel, BF Goodrich all-terrain tyre, which for all intents and purposes basically looks like brand new, and under the arch is nice and clean, as you can see. Passenger mirror back's in nice clean condition, there's no damage, and the mirror is intact. Windscreen is in good condition, there's no damage, no stone chips or cracks. This panel, I think it's called, is it called the scuttle panel? I'm not sure. In good condition. I've seen those where they're basically rotting, and that one looks in fantastic condition. Pillars are in good condition. There's a little bit of bubbling just there, but Defender at the end of the day. Roof panel has got a tidy dint here. I noticed that the other day when I was in the crane. It's got a tidy dint there. It's not bad, it's in good condition other than that really, just obviously there is a dint, and the rest of it looks nice and clean. Obviously it's got the amber beacons. They do work. I can show you those working later on. So, passenger door, as you can see, is in nice clean condition. There is a little dent there. Other than that, nothing else. Rear of the cab is in good condition, as you can see. Obviously it's got the windows, all the windows are intact. They are sliding rear windows. So the rear bed, obviously you can see it's in nice clean condition. More importantly, I mean, from when I look at these functionality wise, it's got the checker plates on it, and you can see there's no lifted panels, so they're safe. It's a safe working area. It's nice and clean as well. All the chassis is in good condition as well. Obviously it's really well maintained. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre, again, wheels in great condition. It's a Continental cross contact truck tyre, and it basically looks like brand new, and it's nice and tidy under the arch, as you can see. To the rear, obviously you can see the rear panels in nice clean condition. Tail lights are in good condition, there's no damage, no crack, no misting. There is a tow bar, and to me, I don't know why, it looks like it's brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. The bolts look like new, the ball looks like new. Obviously it's got the electrics on it. These will tow 3.5 tons. So, because there's still a Defender underneath it at the end of the day. Again, driver side tail lights in nice clean condition. A little bit of misting in that indicator lens, but it's nothing. Unscrew it, dry it off, put it back on. It's got the assist to get in. Just a little bit wobbly, might need just tighten up a little bit, but other than that it's in good condition. Driver side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition, matching tyre to the opposite side. Again, basically brand new Continental tyre, in great condition, nice and tidy under the arches. It's got 4 foot plates, again in good condition, and everything looks good. Well, spare wheels here, so we may as well have a look at it. It's a BF Goodrich, same as the ones on the front, basically brand new, in great condition, as you can see. Much handier on there and trying to get underneath to get it. I've seen some right weird ways of storing spare wheels on Defenders in my time, and yeah, that's probably the best one I've seen, if I'm honest. It's a good place to put it. It works well. Right, so driver's side of the cab, again, at the back, everything looks really very nice and clean. The roof's in great condition, as you can see, as is the light. Pillars are in good condition as well. Just shut that. Rear of the cab. Driver's side door is nice and clean. I will say there's no misalignment of the gaps. It's obviously the doors have not been off or anything like that. And that's both sides. Driver's side of the door is in nice clean condition. I can't see any dents. Let's have a couple of little looks. Actually, there's a lie, there's a little tiny dent just there. It's nothing at all. Mirror's intact, as is the mirror back. And again, as you can see, all the panels, everything, they're really nice, clean condition. It's obviously been cared for and looked after. It's always nice to see with Defenders, obviously a work vehicle, but you can always tell when someone's looked after it and loved it. It's always nice to see. So, driver's side front wing is in nice, clean condition. There is a tiny little dent just there, but again, it's a really lightweight panel, so they're dead susceptible to marks and stuff. So obviously you can see it's actually in fantastic condition given that. Right, so let's have a look inside. Driver's side door panel is in nice, clean condition. There's no obvious damage or marks. Everything's really very nice and clean. Driver's seat, the bolsters are really very firm, and as you can see, the material's really very clean as well. Obviously, there is a slight crack. It's just part and parcel of what this material is, unfortunately. But these do just come off, and you can replace the material really very easily. It just clips back into place. This material that goes around the side of the base of the seat, you do see these a lot, and they're always ripped here. So obviously this one, again, it just confirms it's been really well looked after and cared and used with care. Floor, there's a little bit of a dint on the heel pad. Done its job. Put some mats in it, you won't see them. Right, climb in. So, passenger seat. Bolster's a bit soft that side. Other than that, the material's nice and clean. There's no damage, everything looks good. Roof lining is nice and clean and free from any damage, and it smells nice inside as well. It doesn't smell to me like it's ever been smoked in. I don't know, for me personally, that's something I don't particularly like. But no, it smells alright. Doesn't smell like it's ever been smoked or anything in, which is obviously nice. Dashboard is again really very clean. Everything looks spot on. It's got the Alpine head unit with USB, good bit of kit, comes in most Defenders of this sort of era. Down in the middle you've got your cup holders and your box. Got your wand for your winch. There's also a remote winch, I'll show you that working as well. That's quite funky. Ooh, having a minute. Sorry about this. The camera's having a second. We'll just recenter it. That should be better. And then obviously you've got your winch details there. Let me just start it up. James is coming to say hello. Hello James, say hello James.
Hello.
You'll notice James from the pictures on Horse Trader. What are you doing, James? Oh. Say hello James. James is a bit shy. Right, so engine starts straight away, no problem at all. You'll notice there's no warning lights on the dashboard, apart from obviously the fuel's a bit low and the handbrake's on, but other than that, nothing at all. Obviously there's no aircon, nothing else on there to go wrong, so obviously, you know, everything works as it should, which is great news. Got a dual tone horn, sounds nice. Funky. Obviously the head unit works. Sounds good. No distortion on the speakers, which is good. On the crane, tell me the legs are down a little bit. It's done 1,685.8 hours work, which is nothing, obviously. What else? Obviously all the documents and service history of the vehicle are here with it, and will come obviously with it. Everything works as you'd want. Yeah, it's all good. Like I said before, you know, if you think I've missed something, if you want to see something else in a bit more detail, just ask. It's not a problem at all. I'll show you anything. I have the isolator switch down here, and I don't know if you know or not, you can lift the seat base up like I did the driver's one a second ago, and underneath there is your battery. That's where your battery's stored on these. So really easy to get to. What else? Tell you what, let's pop the bonnet. Just switch the engine off. It's worth mentioning we do specialise in commercial vehicles, pickup trucks, etc. So we've always got plenty here on site. We do have other cherry pickers as well. So I mean, if this one's not for you for whatever reason, you're looking for something a bit bigger, check our website. It's justcomparecars.com. All the vehicles on there, and they've all got videos exactly the same as this. So really detailed, in-depth walk around videos. Passenger door card, again in nice clean condition. being critical, there's a little bit of a tiny mark on there, but it's nothing. These again, you can replace those so easily, no problems at all. Floor mats this side, as you can see, are in great condition. There's that isolator switch. Seat base again in great condition, really very nice and clean. Right, let's have a look under the bonnet. Let me just put it on the stand. 1 second. Oh, it's not open. Right, so under the bonnet in the engine bay, everything's nice and clean. We do get asked a lot, we don't clean under here unless it's really necessary. So this isn't, it's not been cleaned, this is just as it's come. Obviously the thing that with us, we do cherry pick, we space sure that obviously the vehicles that we've got are all the best they can be. So, you know, we can assure that obviously that the vehicles we sell are the best. So you can see there's no signs of any historic oil leaks around the engine block. This is the turbo unit here. You can see that there's no signs of any oily residue. I know it's difficult to see on that, but the fluids are clean. We've checked them out. It's just obviously one of a standard Defender pot. Everyone else's would be clear on these. They're not for whatever reason, but fluids are clean and to the correct levels. We've checked them out. Belts are all in great condition as well, and obviously we've got the service history to back that up. But again, everything's really very nice and clean under here. Yeah, like I said, you know, if you want to see anything in more detail, please just ask. I'll do my best to show it you. Obviously it's quite a tight engine bay, but there you go, all the plaques are there, everything's in place as you'd want it to. Tell you what, just, you know, you see it's clean and to level, and again all the oil and everything's spot on as well. Right, let's have a quick look underneath, and then obviously we can get onto the crane and the operation of that. So underneath, again, you can see no signs of any historic oil leaks. The front diff is nice and clean, there's no oily residue. Chassis is in great condition as well, as is the rear diff and the exhaust. Right, so next part is the crane. Let me just shut the bonnet. So to engage the PTO, I'm probably teaching you to suck eggs, but I'd rather cover everything and then we know where we are. So you start the engine up in neutral, then drop your box into neutral so you're not in low or high. Then down here is your PTO, and to engage it you push it forwards. Then I'd suggest putting it into fifth, releasing your clutch, and your PTO is engaged. I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick look at this while we're doing that. So winch, as you can see, switch it on, press the green button, the light comes on, it's out, and that's in. And that works, as you can see, without fault. Obviously you've got the other one as well, which just plugs into it if you prefer to use that, or if the batteries are flat or whatever else. Right, so the crane, start with jacks. Put the rear down first. And the fronts. And we're looking for a level on here. have to stop it a second, I'll come back. Can't do this one hand, unfortunately. Right, sorry about that. I managed to get the level, as you can see. So the next part is drop the basket down. So you turn that to basket, and then you can use this to drop the basket down to floor level. As you can see, it comes down to a decent level. So into the basket, let's have a quick look around the basket first. It's in good condition. As you can see, it's got the electrical hook up, so you can plug your tools in there or whatever. Black plastic cowling's got a little bit of a crack on it, it's nothing really. But yeah, other than that, all the basket's in great condition. Not a clue what that is, hopefully you do. Oh, is it an earth? It might be an earth, mightn't it? Yeah, it'd be an earthing kit, so if you're working on power lines or whatever. Right, so have a quick look inside. So, obviously got basket trim and all the other bits and bobs. I won't use that because I don't know how they work. But so, in regards to the actual crane operation, that's turn. There we go. I've got to be honest, I'm not very brave in these. I'll show you all the operations working. As you can see, great view from up here. Oops. What's that? But yeah, it's smooth, works really well. I've been in these many times. No unwanted noises, which is nice to know, and it's really smooth as well, which is also good. We're back down to the floor. So, change it over to turrets, and we'll have a go from the turret and show you that working as well. So it's got a decent amount of manoeuvrability. Obviously it's not a massive crane, but it's got a decent reach. And as you can see, it moves around perfectly smoothly as well. I know from previous times we've done these, people have always asked what the limits are in regards to going round. So we're about to find out. I've never done it all the way. I don't know if it's 360. It looks like it probably is. And it is. so there's no limits on turn. Oh, there is, there you go. So it's about what, 359 degrees. For all intents and purposes, it'll go all the way around, so that's quite good. So you've got a decent level of manoeuvrability in that sense. So it's just like I said before, you know, if you do again want to see something in more detail, let's just ask, it's not a problem. No issues showing you anything. Works really well, to be fair. It is really smooth. I can't imagine for a second it's going to have a problem going through a Lola. Let's bring it back. I'll tell you what, it hurts your thumbs after a bit. Gordon Bennett. Oh, doing it wrong way, haven't I? Right, so we're going back now, and I'll put it back in its mounting spot. As you can see, there's no weeping or leaking, and everything's really very nice and clean, as you can see. Top of the roof's in nice clean condition as well. It's got a really good turning circle. It's quick as well. Nearly there now. About there somewhere. Put it down on that. Down on a level. And we're back in. That's it. Sound. So let me get back off. Okay, so let's just put the legs back in. Obviously show you that working again. So back over to Jack's. Rears up first. And then the fronts. And we're on. That's it. We just switched it off. You see, it's been running for a bit, it's not overheated or anything like that, and everything's all good. Oh, the lights on top, as you can see, they work perfectly as well. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would want to see if you were here in person, probably a little bit more. Like I said before, you know, if you think I've missed something, you want to see something a bit more, please just ask. It's not a problem at all. Happy to show you absolutely anything. But for the moment, thanks for watching and sticking with it. Really appreciate it. Also, if you have a look on our Facebook page, you'll find more pictures of this cherry picker that you won't find anywhere else. Give us a thumbs up and a like. We'd really appreciate it. For the moment, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.